HS2 has been described as the Titanic of the railway world amid renewed calls for the project to be cancelled. Now, this week, the scheme's chair, Sir Terry Morgan, who was also in charge of London's delayed Crossrail programme, resigned from both roles. Speaking in the Commons, the Conservative MP for Chesham and Amersham, Dame Cheryl Gillen, said HS2 is cursed.
After 3 chief executives, 5 secretaries of state, 6 parliamentary under-secretaries of state, we still do not know the real costs of this project, that quite frankly might put the £39 billion being paid to the EU into a box in the corner, because it's looking like it will cost £100 billion.
Dame Cheryl Gillen, when did that happen? The leader of the House, Andrea Leadsom, pointed out that the project affects her constituents in South Northamptonshire as well.
We have all worked together to get the best compensation and mitigation for our constituents, many of whom have very serious concerns about this project. On the very important issue that my right honourable friend is raising, she will appreciate that this is a matter for the Transport Secretary, and I would urge her to seek to raise this directly with Transport Ministers.
Let's speak to Joe Rukin, campaign manager of Stop HS2. Joe, we speak again.
Hello again, Roberto. Oh, it's never ending, is it?
Well, now we're being told it's cursed.
Oh, it's been cursed since the start. It's a project that never had any justification, that was being lobbied for by the people who want to build it, and, hey presto, that's what we've seen today. The revolving door at HS2 Limited swings again, and we have a new chair in Alan Cook, the former vice chair of HS2 Contractors Marshalls, and the former chair of HS2 Contractors Atkins, just proving that it's a jobs for the boys gravy train rumbles on yet again.
We've been waiting so long, you and I have been talking so long about this, that Cheryl Gillen's had time to claim for her dog food years ago, and now she's a dame. I didn't even realise. Look, surely there's no way HS2 is going to be cancelled at this stage. Well,
see, this is the thing. If you've been watching HS2 Limited, they've got exceptionally jumpy in the last couple of months because it's clearly gone over budget again, right? We've had a couple of things where, the National Audit Office confirmed that the Phase 2 property cost had gone from 1 billion to 3 billion, and now they've decided that HS2 Limited decided that the property cost is now commercially sensitive, so we can't know what the actual total is anymore because it's going to be, eye-wateringly expensive. It's going to be massively over the original budget. And
well, how much? Because from day one, I was 8-10 years. I always said it would cost more than 100 billion quid. They've always denied that, of course.
Oh no, I was just talking about the one element, the property cost, which is already officially, we know it's 3 times what the estimate was, but it's probably about 5 times. It's probably gone to about 5 billion just for Phase 1. For the actual overall cost, it's brilliant. You've had Michael Byng, who literally wrote the book on estimating rail projects. They didn't have a book, there was no standard way of estimating them. Network Rail adopted his model a couple of years ago, and he said basically you'll blow the entire budget just on Phase 1. And Chris Grayling has said that he's not respected in the rail industry. Like Chris Grayling, for God's sake.
I should, at this point, interject and challenge your view. But when it comes to Chris Grayling, in all honesty, I can't.
Yeah, the man who is known as Failing Grayling.
By his own colleagues, by the way.
Well, exactly, and what he's had to do, right, this idea that, the news today, supposedly, that Terry Morgan has resigned, right? On Friday, the Financial Times told Morgan that he was about to be sacked, and everyone else denied it, and Morgan actually went to your colleagues in the BBC, and they said, are you going to be sacked? He said, yeah, probably. And obviously now, he's been fired by mutual consent. He's officially resigned because, of course, for Chris Grayling, it's going to tell you everything you already know about his competence. The fact that he would
challenge that view, of course.
Well, he's had the sack. He described Terry Morgan as world class 5 months ago, and now he's gone. And that's the thing. This guy's only been in charge for 5 months. The reality is he's gone because Crossrail is over budget and late, and he's left it to the last minute to admit that it's late, because it was meant to be opening in a couple of months. And they knew that it was a year late, clearly, but they left it to the last minute to say. It looks like Crossrail's going to go even more over budget.
Let me, because I've got to wrap up. Is the solution to HS2 then just to throw more money at it and make it work?
Well, no, because that's it. It's a bonfire of cash. And the worst thing is that it's working less than it was, because you've lost a link to Heathrow, you've lost a link to HS1, you've lost the Sheffield station, the Manchester Airport station will only happen if Manchester Airport pay for it. So it keeps getting cut back, but the cost keeps going up. So this is a disaster. It's been a disaster from start to finish. The only option is to cut your losses and stop it now before we blow even more money on it.